Pieces, brother. Like, hey. What's up, baby?
What's up?
What you doing? Hanging out?
Yeah.
Okay. Food you want water?
Yeah, I think about that.
Okay.
Because he's in bathroom.
Okay.
I just came here and checked on you.
Thank you for checking on me. Thank you for checking on me.
No problem.
My baby. Love you too. Come here. She ain't gone. Love you.
Love you more.
Love you more.
Peace out.
Peace out. Miss Peace Out has left the building. My baby girl. Peace to the family. Yeah, so I just wanted to build with you about work ethic. Because there's a myth that you only could succeed if you black, if you did some kind of Illuminati sacrifice, if you brown nosing or kissing some white man's behind, if you sold out. You got to be up to something. You got to be scheming. You got to be doing something completely left, as they would say, as society would say, because they make left bad. You got to be doing something crazy in order to truly achieve. And I'm going to say that it's not fair to do that to your people. Because when those people succeed, then you want them to come back and do for y'all. And at the end of the day, those same people are so hurt by all the lies and all the stories and the mythos about their success that you tend to have to say, man, you know what, forget it. And you can look at somebody like Puffy and we'll say he killed Biggie, he killed Tupac, or he had something to do with either one of the two. We don't really know these things to be facts, but some people will swear and live by it and die by it. But the focal point really is because he's successful, so we want to make up a reason why he's successful. You know, Floyd is obviously successful because he's just gifted and talented, but our people still say he runs around, he's paying off the judges, and so forth and so on. And then even when he just continues to beat people, either that person was too old, they were too young, it's always something. And then lastly, yeah, he's an abuser and all sorts of other stuff. We can't win. Serena Williams, she's really a man. Or what we're gonna do, we're gonna undermine, we're gonna undermine her achievements because she married a white man. So we're gonna disregard all her hard work, all her effort, because she married a white man. So now we gonna just pretend she's not the best we've ever seen in tennis. We're gonna actually talk more about the fact she married a white man than her work ethic. And that's crazy to me because she never professed to be black conscious. She never professed to want to uphold the criteria you have for black women or black people in general. So that's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. And so we see the list goes on and on. Jay-Z, he's part of Illuminati, and Beyonce, she's really a shapeshifter, and they'll show you pictures of her face transmuting or transmigrating into another entity. So it's wild, people. It's extremely disingenuous. It's extremely disingenuous to do that. Put in the email in the, because when I say it, put in the email there, pin, and it's pinned. Good, so I don't have to, people don't have to keep asking me. But you know, always leave your email, your full name, when you're interested in getting that guidance, that conscious advisory, the wealth building, the consulting. You always holler at me. That's the name of the game. You always leave your name and your number. We'll get back to you, or somebody will connect with you. But at some point or the other, you got to call a spade a spade. You got to give people their props. Now, I would tell you this. Everybody goes through something. Everybody makes pitfalls. Everybody has shortcomings. Everybody makes errors. Everybody makes mistakes. But we look for these things as a community from other members of our community just to indemnify us from evading the responsibility of being a success of our own free will and accord. Yeah. And I do these streams also just to let people know when you start achieving, should you ever achieve and get to the next level, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna go back and you're gonna think about streams like this, like, you know what? They do be on Puffy. They do be leaning on Serena. They do be leaning on Jay. They do be going after Floyd. You can't win. You can't win when it comes to our people, because what it all sums up to is, if you're doing real good and you're succeeding, what people are going to do, they're going to bring back any issue or problem you ever had years ago, maybe some today, but most of it is always going to be years ago, and they're going to make it come to current as though, you know, this should supersede the fact that you actually worked to get where you had to go. I worked hard to get where I had to go. Worked hard. I've never petitioned the people per se, say, hey, I did this, and you're going to, because no one can take away your hard work and your effort. You feel me? I went from people saying, yo, I'm a groupie, I'm just taking pictures with people. Then it was you just taking videos with people. Then it was just because you're in that person's house. Then it became just because you overseas with those people. And eventually it's like, yo, it never stops. No matter what level I go to, somebody is always discrediting my work ethic. And I'm like, man, I had to do this stream because I was just in a conversation today with my daughter and one of the people that I mentor out here, one of the celebs. And, you know, he's going through some stuff, people talking about him and everything like that. And he was imparting wisdom to my daughter, like, yo, listen, we're the toughest audience because we don't believe in ourselves, so we don't believe the possibilities that exist when it comes to us achieving. So we always look for what's the secret to how this person came up. And the secret is always something negative. We don't look for the positive information. We look for the most negative idea about how somebody achieved. We have a tendency to do that. And that's because we down on ourselves. We down on our luck. And we just feel like, you know what? I would just rather know that someone cheated to get where they are before I believe I can possibly come up myself. This is how many of us function, and this is what's keeping us back. It would make us feel better. We would relish at the fact that someone did wrong to get where they had to go before we would consider, you know what, maybe they worked hard enough. If I work just as hard, it can happen. Maybe if I employ some of these spiritual precepts, it'll work out for me. We have to take it to that level. So I'm here to just tell you that, you know what, we don't got to be negative like that. Just getting out this car, pardon me. This truck, I should say. We don't have to take it to that level. We can all come up void of any of that negativity or associated anxiety. We can all come up, you feel me? It don't have to be like that. It really don't. We got the opportunity to really do something special as a people, so long as we got sound mind, as long as we have sound mind and body, and we surround ourselves with positive people, make it happen. But you know, people will have you just think, oh man, overnight success. But I'm gonna tell you this: what did Denzel say? Denzel said, you know what Denzel said? Denzel said he's a 20-year overnight success. Think about that. Denzel Washington said he is a 20-year overnight success. You know how powerful that statement is to me? That statement is partially in part the impetus to which I was driven and motivated to take what I do to the very next level. That man said, I'm a 20-year overnight success. And that's how the success thing works. It kind of comes out of nowhere, and you just think it's been like that, but you miss all the particulars. You miss all the nuances to how a person achieves. And I said to myself, man, you know what? That has to be expounded upon. And that's why I got into teaching. That's how I got into consulting. But let's really walk and let's really talk about this. Let's really build. I'm going to show you something. When I started out with my own independent publication, my own newspaper. My newspaper became books. So I started working on books from my newspaper. With my newspaper, I was getting 15,000 at a time that it flipped month to month, and people were taking too long to write their articles, being too technical, being very meticulous. But at the end of the day, I needed to get it done in real time. I had to raise the money to keep my store afloat and everything else. So I adopted like 4 or 5 different pen names. I adopted like 4 or 5 different pen names so I can always keep the newspaper coming out. So I was writing probably 6, 7 articles and under 4 or 5 different pen names just to make sure I ain't have an excuse for why the newspaper didn't come out. Cause I said I'm gonna generate this bread, I'm gonna keep my business functional, and whatever it is it took to do it, I did it. That newspaper eventually became a book. I done wrote so much for the newspaper, I was able to bookize some of that material, and then eventually I just wrote books on various subjects. Gradually, as I started writing books, selling my newspaper on the train, people were encouraging me to do a lecture. Hey, what's up, G? So I'm like, do a lecture? I didn't even know what that was. Like, for real, I'm gonna stand there and do lectures on what I'm writing? I did it. People was like, yo, that's not gonna work. We need to reference this person's material and reference that person's material. You referencing your material and doing PowerPoints. And I'm like, yo, I have a unique perspective. I was sharing unique perspectives, but when it suffices, of course I'm gonna reference people that have the lab work or paleontologists or geologists, whatever the case may be, to substantiate my claims. But nonetheless, I also have a viewpoint, and the information is talking to me a certain way. So I did that. People said I was looking to usurp the leader of the community I was part of by writing books. I'm attempting to outdo him. I'm stealing his information. I'm stealing someone else's information. Always insecurities, so much so that I stopped even writing for a little bit. Got locked up, came home. Dr. Sabi put me right back on my path. Had open arms for me when I came back, and also Imam Baba Oyo. Open arms for me when I came home, that I said, yo, you know what? I'm gonna get back to work. By the time I wrote newspapers and I wrote books, okay, I'm starting to teach classes, starting to do lectures. When I do these lectures, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start promoting. So what did I do? I started getting my flyers, paying for my flyers. I started paying for other speakers. I was busting my behind just to get the monies up because I knew what could create unity. If I hired the teachers that was already lit, the elders that had nice crowds, if I could just open up for them, I could get going. Because there ain't no other way I was sharing the stage. I'm gonna tell you that. The only person that let me rock out and I ain't have to pay them was Dr. Sabi. All them other teachers, I had to come with a deal, and that's okay because it's business. I had to come with a deal if I could just speak for 20, 30 minutes. And sometimes that was like, yo, too much. And I did my thing to the point, after a while, people would start to leave after I do my little 30 minutes. Like, yo, we got a lot out of you. We already know what son coming with. That wasn't me. That was the sentiment of some people. Like, yo, Polight, you ready to take your own show on? So I started doing my own lectures when I felt like I was cooking. I still ain't had no intention to be the #1 debater or lecturer or teacher. That wasn't my goal. I just like sharing information. All the while, people competing with me and fighting with me for a space I ain't even interested in. You feel what I'm saying? Then some of the elders in them days like, yo, growing a little insecure, because now I got my own time. I'm like, yo, I could build with you when I'm paying you for 30 minutes for me to speak and you get your 3,000 or whatever. But now that I'm lit and somebody want to pay you and pay me to come out, you don't want to do it. So it was all good when I was getting a little 20, 30 minutes and I'm paying you. But it's another thing when people want us both up there on the shelf to be taken off the shelf and be just. But I still work hard. Wrote my books, started challenging myself to release 2 when I have an event. Sometimes I release 3. Did the lectures. People started questioning different things I'm teaching. I was up for debates. Started doing the debates. You know, people calling me out because I know they're growing insecure because my following is growing. So I'm like, okay, we can hash these things out in front of the people and let the people decide what's what. I had a great time doing it. None of it was malicious. I had a great time. And in the process of me doing those debates, I decided to take myself to another level because the debaters wasn't challenging me enough. So I started traveling the world to excavate for knowledge and then publish my findings, publish my pictures, publish my videos, include my findings that I published in my works via my own publishing company, also do the PowerPoint and get it all prepared for the debate. Whether I had to go to Israel, whether I had to go to Egypt, it don't matter. I started going out the country and challenging myself to bring something unique to the platform of debates. And that's to say, I'm actually going to do the field research in preparation for my presentation and my published works to show people how serious it is when it comes to this information. Meanwhile, all they get to do, my opponent, is download stuff from Google. And sometimes you can see the screenshot of the yellow words when they looking for keywords and the highlights because they're not even reading the whole book. Meanwhile, I'm reading the books that oppose my views and writing the books that support my views. Think about that. I'm reading the books that oppose my views, and I'm writing the books that support my views and presenting it via PowerPoint. After having my findings, after I sifted through my findings and deciding, you know, if this should come up in a debate, I got to the point I got so diverse and so skilled that I was able to manufacture, for the most part, my round while I'm at the event. I have my collection of data there, and I'm able to pick through the assortment of data I have based on what that person's talking about and create my round while I'm sitting there listening to them in enough time. And I only get about 7-10 minutes break before I have to go up. And in that 7-10 minutes, they have to become my slides. I have my effects to my slides and everything. I got a folder for every potential thing they may say. And I compile that data in such a way that while I'm listening to them, I can say, okay, this goes here, I'm going to rebut that. This goes here, I'm going to rebut that. He said this at this moment. To the point I started even filming some of what that person would say so I can show people this is exactly what I'm about to rebut. Or take a picture of their slide to show them, right here, this person said that. Timed them for how long they went off the point and let them know you was off point for over 17 minutes. Like, I put a lot of work into what I do. I put a lot of work into what I do. A lot of work. So now I'm traveling, I'm publishing works, I'm doing debates, I'm writing 2-3 books at a time, putting them out in preparation for this event, working hard. Anybody that's been around me, anyone that's traveled with me when I do this research and study, they know what it is. Food's ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell mommy I'm coming right now.
All right.
Love you too, baby. So you're gonna tell me I don't got the right to tell people or guide people or let them know, yo, this is the way you should move, this is the way you come up, or this is the type of work ethic. No, when you see people constantly talking about they stuck in place and stuck in time, what you see all people want to do is exploit or showcase any error that you may have made and don't properly represent it. But it's okay, because at this level there's a way in which I respond to those type of things at this level. But to take away from our work ethic, I be here looking at it like, damn, we still doing that in the community? You still gonna oversight all the hard work a person put in? You're gonna act like I didn't research, I didn't write those books? People still like, yo, he ain't write one book. Like, are you serious? Anybody who's ever came to my lectures seen the books? I got people who bought every book I ever wrote. Oh man, those are just nothing but plagiarized works. And not one person showed you any plagiarism to date. But they just say things like that, because that's our community. And then people wonder why I moved away. And you move away, he's on the run. You come back, I come back to New York, I stayed there technically a month, but I was flying back and forth between Dubai and Ghana, but I kept coming to New York every time I come back. You stay there in New York, oh, he's broke, his money ran out, boom. Oh, the lady's going after him, so he ran out of New York. I ran from New York because some ladies talking about me online. You just said I was broke and I left LA because I'm broke. I come to New York, oh, he can't come back to New York, so I come to New York and stay over a month. Oh, he's only in New York because his money ran out. I leave New York, no, he's on the run because the lady's talking about him. Like, yo, this is our people though. So long as it's negative, they believe. As long as the information or the narrative is negative, our people believe it. But let me say anything positive about me, or let someone say something positive about me. Nah, man, that's a trick. No, that person that's doing that testimonial, they're lying. No, them documents ain't real. That person didn't make that bread with him. But let it be something negative or scandalous. It's all true. And all of a sudden, we don't remember COINTELPRO. We don't remember none of that. All of that is true. If it's false, it's true. We don't need to really look and see if anything is legitimate. But if it's something positive, oh man, we gotta double check that, triple check that. Nah, you know what? He probably hired somebody to do that. He probably hired somebody to do that. That's what we dealing with in our community. And so what I'm saying is, then you wonder why people don't come back and support or show love. You wonder why people don't come back, help out, or show love. I work hard to do what I do. And then now when you see me with different celebrity types and everything, you're not even saying, does any of this make sense? Like, how you think I build up the clientele? You don't give no credit to what I teach? You're not gonna say, well, you know what, the brother is smart. He got himself through the door. So watch this. I write books. I started out a newspaper. My newspaper became... I started out with a newspaper. My newspaper became books. My books became lectures. My lectures became debates. My debates led me to traveling the world, doing research, publishing my findings, and incorporating it into my PowerPoint presentations. And then those debates showcase my level of diversity as I debated several different people, 7 different religious denominations and social. And what happens is you build enemies each time you do a debate. Black, white, Hebrew, Muslim, Christian, Scientology. You build a community of people who still bitter from the good job that I did against their representative at that time, whether they were self-appointed or actually immediately part of some other group that supports that particular leader. You build enemies. Facts. You build enemies. With every debate that I win decisively, I'm gonna have enemies that relish at every opportunity to jump at anything that sounds negative. It's just part of the game. So now after newspapers become books, and books, mind you, I was selling flyers first. So flyers became newspapers, newspapers became books, books in turn led me to doing lectures, lectures turned to debates, debates had me start traveling world over, getting information, publishing my works, showing my findings and my diversity, and now that became mentoring and consulting because people wanted to deal with me immediately and exclusively. Immediately and exclusively. That's what happens. And then, and who's calling me out? Very interesting people. Yeah, this person wants to sit here. Hey, I'm such and such publicist. I'd like to sit down and talk to you. Oh, he want to sit down and talk to you about his health. He want to talk to you about this. He want to talk to you about life. He want to talk to you about metaphysics. And I started connecting with people on the merit of me showcasing my ability to deal with adversity on a scholarly level and deliver information. And I kept growing and growing, and I learned how to rebrand myself so I'm just not this conscious community guy. So I'm just not known as the guy who's very good at disagreeing with people. I rebranded, and I was able to do what I gotta do. And I separated myself from people that I believe wasn't growing fast enough or was limiting themselves. You feel me? So now, my work ethic has taken me to the level where I'm at today. My work ethic. I worked to get to this point. And no amount of lies, no amount of conspiracy theories, no amount of errors that I actually made, can you take away from the fact that the people that I'm around and the things that I do and what I'm hired to do at this level, it does. I mean, you could call every crib I have a rental. You could do that. You could say every car I drive is a rental. You could do that. But guess what? It's never going to change the fact that I got here because I work hard. I got here because I put in pain. My books exist. My teachings are still out there. You can't take none of that from me, even when you attempt to. So when you get frustrated, and you say, you know, why people still rocking with him? When you get frustrated, it's because there's people who've been paying attention to my journey, and they know damn well, yo, Polight is great at what he does when it comes to teaching, when it comes to coaching. Ain't nobody put out the level of information I put out. Economic-wise, health-wise, history-wise. The combination of health, economics, you feel me, politics, the combination, the most diverse in the community. And that created an opportunity for me to connect with a diversity of people from different backgrounds. I positioned myself right, rubbed shoulders with the right people, connected with them on a metaphysical level, spiritual level, health level, political level, social level, and I did what I had to do. But I earned these conversations through teaching. And then I built relationships, business relationships, through study and understanding what do I do at this point. Now that I met this person, is it just, hey, I know this person and they go their way, I go my way? Or how do I present myself? So I had to sit down and rebrand. And part of my rebranding was, yo, I got to kind of disassociate from some of these people because they've conformed to a lesser status quo and they're kind of afraid of success. So I can't really convince them to come on this level. Facts. Real talk. Stop explaining yourself to ungrateful people. They'll never get it. Yeah, but this is not an explanation for people. More so, what this is an understanding for people that's en route to achieve. Because a lot of people walk with me, they en route to come up, and I don't want them in shock because it's not nothing new. Everybody that I rock with that is extremely successful and wealthy, they all share the same story. It exists on different levels, but it's the same energy. It's the same negativity. We always got to deny each other of the fact that we worked hard to get where we got to go. It always got to be someone killed somebody, someone stole something. So they're going to take whatever thing that they can take and exploit that so it can somehow undermine or create a smear campaign to avoid the fact that, yo, even after anything you say negative, yo, I got here not because of this, that, or the other. I got there because of the very obvious. Through my teaching, through my debating, through my writing, through my flyers becoming a newspaper, my newspaper becoming books, and my books turned to me doing lectures, and my lectures turned to me doing debates, my debates turned into me doing consulting and conscious advisory. This is what resonated with me when I heard Denzel Washington say, I'm a 20-year overnight success. When Denzel said he's a 20-year overnight success, that had me in awe. Like, man, what? I mean, he encapsulated exactly what it means to achieve. When you arrive, it just seems like you always was there. But the person that's in that seat knows that they was boxing since 5, 6 years old. Everybody knows this. Oh, shit. What's up, man? Wow, man, you got bigger, too.
I was fasting when I first ran up on you, but we got dialogue.
Yeah, we gonna build real quick. Man, that's crazy.
Beyond that, I mean, you in the news a lot.
We gonna build.
Right.
Just bumped into a good brother.
I'm beside the news. I just want to talk to you outside of it.
Yeah, but I soon gotta eat my family, though. I'm actually wrapping this up soon. But yeah, man, so, you know, never undermine that. So when Denzel said he's a 20-year overnight success, I said, man, that resonated with me because people don't see when the boxers, they're training since 6, 7 years old. You feel what I'm saying? They don't see.
Never see that.
They never see when a person put in that hard work, that effort to get to that point. They never see it. They never see when my father was in my life beating me in the head with these 120 lessons. And I'm like, what the hell this do? You know what I'm saying? They don't see when my grandmother, whenever she gets mad at me, or pardon me, whenever she saw me misrepresenting my emotions and myself as a young man, I had to always write a 2 to 3 page essay on why I was upset and my connection to those emotions and why the necessity to dispose of them the way that I did. And who did I in turn hurt or affect when I responded to adversity like that. I had to do that from a young age with my grandmother, okay? So I called my grandmother my mother. So you talking about a man when he's 9, 10, 11 years old, I'm constantly writing every time because I had a temper problem. And I was upset. My father wasn't around. My mom wasn't around. And, you know, she's making it happen for me. So I was upset. I was very angry. Not an excuse. I had to write it out. And after a while, I became very introspective because she wasn't accepting, no, I'm going to write this real quick and I'm going to run outside and play. So I had sacrificed many days not even going outside to play because I had to write her something that in her opinion was quality. And it used to take me forever just to get through a page to express something that I was very vocal about when I was yelling and screaming. But then when I had to put it on paper, I didn't know what to do with myself. So my grandmother constantly had me writing. And in turn, I was able to articulate better what was wrong. And then I started arguing less. You know, and they sent me psychologists and all sorts of stuff I had to talk to. But it just improved my writing. You feel me? And all the while, I never saw the mission. The lessons my pop gave me, you know, about the black man, the universe, the woman, the earth. I never even factorized how that would impact me later on when I got older. And my grandmother constantly making me write. From the time I knew how to write, I had to always write about any adversity that I was confronted with, that I showed. I was overwhelmed with it. You know, so on one end, my father had me boxing and learning the 120. The other end, my grandmother was always like Nah, you gotta write it down. So I had one person showing me how to physically get that application off and also dropping some metaphysics and knowledge. And then the other person was over here constantly keeping me on the mental realm, writing. And the whole while, I never knew how that was gonna build me up. So I'm a work in progress, still working to this day. I'm a work in progress. So, you know, we gotta keep all of this in mind. You gotta keep all this in mind. So when Denzel says I'm a 20-year overnight success, man, I cannot front. That hit me because I'm like, nobody just has the sauce like that overnight. Anybody that you see great, trust me, they've been working on that since forever. But if you stay in the same place just complaining, hoping for something to happen, it ain't never gonna manifest. You gotta work towards it, because until you see it, you taste it, you feel it, where everybody else may be looking at you like, man, what is this guy even talking about? But you know what you're talking about. What is this sister even talking about? It's so real to her, but nobody else can see it. It got to get to that level. In order for you to win, you got to really see. Many conscious people was making fun of me when I say, yo, I'm going to go to L.A. Oh, you're going to become gay. They're going to play with your booty hole. They're going to do all. You know, this is the best that black men can give me. No words of advice, no nothing. They got this thing where for some reason, they think you live here and everybody's doing something crazy. Well, I'm going to tell you, what is crazy is people staying in the same space talking about other people who are achieving and elevating. And like I said, from one year to the next, no matter what nobody say, you always see me higher. One year to the next. Anybody that's ever said anything about me, you can bet your money. I'm always going to be on another level every year from one year to the next. I'll never, ever succumb to failure. I'm too strong-minded. I'm too smart to be broke. I don't play no games like that. Any adversity anyone ever throw at me, I body slam. You know why? Because I'm destined to be here. Ain't nothing going to stop this. I'm destined to be here. And now I'm a pro when it comes to adversity. I'm a pro when it comes to drama. I'm a pro. So much so other people be like, yo, Polight, when you going to jump in the fire? No, hold on. This is to other people's benefit the way they move. And I got this. Trust me when I say I got this. But my time is different from other people's time. So the time you want me to respond to something, it don't work like that at this point. Because guess what? I'm hired to write movies, I'm doing screenplays, I'm doing biographical sketches. Come on, you go on my Facebook, you go on my Instagram, you see who I'm with. I just with the Prince of Ghana not too long ago, building his own city. Come on, this is, and we racing in the streets with the slingshot and the Lambo. Like, this is what I'm doing on my time. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. I got enough powerful people in position who love, honor me, and will protect me to the best of their ability. Yo, Polight, leave that alone. We got you. We handle that. Keep doing what you doing. Keep writing that book I got you writing for me. Keep working on that screenplay for the movies, Polight. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to keep all of this in mind. Like, yo, it's the level is different. So you're not dealing with young brother Polight in the t-shirt in Harlem, standing on the soapbox, doing his best to convince people in the shopping area where they need to put their mind at socially and politically. This is a different Polight. So you can't get the same response from the previous YouTube banger Polight that you know. It's not the same thing. We're not dealing with the same ordeal. We're not dealing with the same thing no more. You know what I'm saying? We're not dealing with the same frequency. So you can't expect me to behave the same way I used to behave when there's an onslaught. Because there's more things going on. You feel me? I hope y'all understand. Y'all know what it is. And I got a tag right there. You know, brotherpolight45@gmail.com. You know, if I give guidance, I do what I do. Yes, I charge to give guidance. I got every right. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to charge to give my guidance, my conscious advisory, my consultant. I'm gonna continue to do what I do, and we're gonna let the pieces come together. And when everything comes together, then I'll give you an update. But the YouTube banging, I ain't with none of that. I'm on a whole nother frequency of thought right now. I'm on a whole different space. Like I said, you follow my brother _POLIGHT Instagram. You see what it is day to day. Then you have to ask yourself, why would Polight throw himself in certain types of fire for no reason when he got people in position going to help him with that? I don't throw myself in none of that no more. That's only going to benefit a certain group of people. It ain't going to benefit me. If you think I'm BSing, all you got to do is just go on my Facebook, go on my Instagram, and then say, yo, somebody moving around with the elite in that capacity, they don't YouTube bang. We don't got time for that. Facts. I don't make this up. You look at my last post and see how I'm moving. Check the net worth. I'm dealing with some of the most wealthiest people on planet Earth. Not just one of the wealthiest black people. Wealthiest people on planet Earth. Dope families. Real talk. So, no, you can't get that out of me at this level, because that's going to make me look crazy. It's gonna be like, bruh, ain't you came out the hood? This stuff is hood shit that people trying to pull you in. They want to see the hood come out of you. Nah, we ain't doing that. I don't want to hear something happen to somebody. Then they pinpoint and say, yo, you know, Polight was in contention with this one. So look what, nah, I don't want to be part of that. I had a good talk with good people in my corner. And they like, yo, fam, you gotta, yo, Polight, you keep getting sucked into that crazy stuff. Stop with that. It's a matter of time for something to happen to somebody. And they be pointing at you. And then now you got a whole different situation because you done said incriminating things because you out of control. You shooting at the mouth. You overwhelmed. I'm like, yo, you know what? You right. You right. So I'm somewhere else with it mentally, man. I'm somewhere else. And yeah, proof is in the pudding. And you just ask yourself, if you rubbing shoulders with certain people and you got hired by certain people to do certain services, and it's clear as day that this ain't no groupie stuff, this ain't no, oh man, he's just trying to post up and pose, take a picture with somebody. When you get on that level in that space, understand this. You got to start behaving differently. Like, what level are you on at this particular point in time? That doesn't mean to ignore situations, but it means the type of people asking for the responses are very valuable people. Nonetheless, they make up the viewership in the audience, but there's a manner in which you respond. You know, people on certain levels don't go down to YouTube and start petitioning to people that no matter what you say, they already have in their mind, oh, nah, because that's how people are. I don't got time for none of that. Be on a whole nother level. That'll be done the way it's supposed to get dealt with. That's how we do things now. And you'll see. Well, I'm somewhere different. We don't do that. We don't play. What I'm going to do is continue to teach, because that's what got me here. What I'm going to continue to do is debate, because that's what got me here. But I just had to give the debate a little time, because I don't want people to misunderstand me as somebody just only want to disagree with people. I don't play games like that. I don't want to be represented as a man who's a massive disagreeer. I'm better than that. I offer the world more than that type of contribution. I'm looking to add on to the world, not take away from the world. So I don't want to be known as the guy, #1 debater only. I want people to also know I'm a writer. I can write stories. I can write historical novels. I can do things and contribute education-wise to our revolution. I'm not going to be limited to all those other things. So I'll spread it out. So I'm take a little break from that. But I'm here with it. I'm with it. I definitely got one coming up. Y'all going to see what it is. And it's going to be blockbuster. And no matter what people say, oh, we got to stop it. We got to boycott it. I'm going to sell out the house. Because everything I do has always been lit. And it keeps going up bigger and bigger and bigger. And when I come out to do my next debate, trust me when I tell you, no one can stop it. And it's going to be huge. Because that's just what it is. Some of us is built and designed to deal with this adversity, and others crumble to it. But I'm going to tell you this, you cannot be successful unless you're willing for people to drag you in the mud. I let people throw dirt on me, and what I do, I grow flowers in the midst of the dirt.
It's gotta be for the right reason though, brother.
I let people throw dirt on me, and despite it all, I grow flowers in the process. When they throw dirt on me, I grow flowers. That's how I move. That's how I move. I never let somebody who never achieved the level that I'm dealing with give me a certain level of advice. I'm the one giving advice. That doesn't mean I can't take advice from other people.
So let me ask you this.
That doesn't mean I can't take advice from certain people. But what you're not going to do, you're not going to play me and make me follow you, and you ain't been able to do shit with your life. That don't work. Anyone can give somebody advice. There's nothing wrong with entertaining strangers. But you're not going to be failing almost every freaking year and then turn around and tell me something. Like, you're not going to be single for most of the time I know you or all the time I know you and then give me relationship advice. You might be onto something, but we talking about credible advice. You feel me? If I've been in my relationship with my wife for over 20 years, I'm credible advice. I don't care if this person's credential and they got a certificate and they got all sorts of documents that say they understand relationships and they can't even stay in one for 3 years, and I've been in mine for 20 in addition to other women. Can't work like that. Can't work like that. You say you had a question? What's going on? Can't work like that.
That's ain't for live, bro.
It ain't for live. I'm telling you, when I'm done, I got to get ready to eat with my family.
I mean, it ties into what you got going on. You know what I mean? I don't even know if you really want to cover that right now. It's a professional matter. It's a professional topic. I don't even know if you want to dialogue like that with that.
All right, I'm telling you, when I'm done, I got to get ready to eat with my family. But, so what I'm saying is, this is the level we got to be on. This is the level. We don't play no games, man. We don't play no games. You got to understand your greatness, understand your value, and never allow people to encourage you to devalue yourself. We don't play no games.
You want to cover it now?
We don't play no
It's
games.
a text message that we corresponded with, and I paid for your consultation.
No games.
That's why I wanted to talk to about accolades.
We don't play no games. So we can't do that. I'm never gonna let someone devalue me. Under no circumstances am I gonna let somebody devalue me. You know why I'm not gonna do that? Because I put in too much work, I put in too much pain to get to the level where I'm at.
Some people got ill intentions, that ain't mine, no, brother.
I don't think you got ill intentions. You good, that's what I'm telling you. I don't think you got ill intentions.
That's why I'm talking to you like this instead of
you feel me?
that they be doing.
You already know what it is. You feel me? So this is what I do, man. I'm not gonna.
AAP, I know what it is, but I understand where they coming from. I'm just not in
Yeah,
that
you're not in those people's minds. You gotta speak for you. You can't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to dialogue with you about what you on that.
I was doing this before you came.
Right.
Just give me a few.
We talked about this a few months ago.
I'm doing this before you came. Give me a
I'm
few.
trying to be respectful because you.
That's not a problem. But what I'm telling you is this. Hold on, real quick, family. What I'm telling you is this. I said I gotta eat with my family, right? Hold on.
Right.
I said I will build with you, but right now I was doing this prior to you coming. It's all love. Let me finish up what I'm doing here. Then I'm gonna build with you. I'm gonna honor that. But I'm telling you, keep in mind, I gotta eat with my family.
I got that.
You know what I'm saying? So just talk to you respectfully. Like, it ain't no problem, G. But I just want to get this done. Then I'm gonna let my family know I'm going to come in a little bit more later than I already am.
How much of your time?
I don't mind giving my time. It's love. I just want you to know, if you see me do this, then I'll dip over there and I go over there. I don't want you saying this nigga dubbing me.
I'm not worried about that.
All right, cool. That's all. I don't want you saying, yo, he's so much in his own world, he don't care. So we not doing that. Yeah, y'all. That's love, man. That's all love. That's how we gotta do it. All love. You feel me? Yeah, man. So you know, you gotta take things to a space where you gotta understand your value. You gotta understand your place in society, your place in this world, and never allow anybody to take you away from your center of axis. Never allow anybody to take you away from your positivity. Because at the end of the day, you know, one thing we can all account for is we gotta do what we gotta do in this existence. We ain't really got too much people walking around here telling you how many times they did planet Earth over and over. We don't got much people walking around. I don't just be bumping into people talking about, oh man, this is my 8th time coming to planet Earth. I don't got nobody doing that. I don't know, last time I bumped into somebody say, yeah, this is my 9th time on planet Earth. I don't got that. So I'm not blessed or fortunate enough for people to come back and give those revelations. So what I know is we gotta figure it out in this existence in preparation for the transition. So don't let no one devalue you. Add value to yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Word up. All right, cool. But yeah, I'm gonna close up.
I'm a valuable nigga. I can speak for me.
I'm not talking about. I would love that. I would always need you to do that.
You ain't gotta pay me to do that.
I will hope not. I don't pay no one to be a testimony. You said that because when people do give testimonies, people say that was part of the conversation prior.
I also got a right too.
Hold on, real quick. That was part of the conversation prior to you coming, where people always got to say, I might have paid somebody to say something positive. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, sometimes it looks like that.
Yeah, but the thing is this, I don't even ask people to do testimonies. That's what's funny. So even if it looks like that, you gotta remember this.
Like that day
What?
I ran up on you over there.
Watch this, huh?
That day I ran up on you over there, I gave a small testimonial about a tax lien certificate.
Yeah, so watch this. There's no standardized way. Oh, that's what's up. There's no standardized way for someone to give a testimonial. The problem is when people watch one, it depends on what state of mind people are in, because our people's always, yeah, look, that person's blinking too much. Yo, they looking left and right. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm
saying. Coming from somebody like me that sounds genuine.
No. It don't work like that. Let me tell you, it doesn't matter if it's coming from someone like you that's genuine. You know why? Because our people just is on a whole different wave. You feel what I'm saying? If I look for negativity about the white man when I'm doing research, guess what I'm gonna find?
Negativity.
I'm gonna find negativity. So what I'm saying is, our people's condition is not everybody, of course. But what I'm saying is, you'll talk about how genuine you are, right? as a brother, feel me? And you'll say, nah, if I drop this genuine energy and this positivity, you know what people is? They spooked out. We in Hollywood right now. We in West Hollywood, right? So people are so spooked because we in Hollywood. And look, we at the Directors Guild of America, right? You know what they say?
It's film.
All this shit was an act. Even you sitting here right now.
I just got off the plane.
Listen.
I just got off the flight.
It doesn't matter, because watch this. I done read 3 comments already that somebody said, this is an act. Polight put him here for whatever reason. You dig what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is,
funny, right?
That's the world we living in, G.
Let me show you something.
I
just got off a plane.
I believe you.
I just got off from Baltimore.
That's what's up.
You know what
I
I'm
believe.
saying? Just now.
I believe it, but this is what I'm telling you. What would make a person say you and I got together to conspire some kind of conversation when I know damn well you just pulled up on a nigga? Facts or fiction?
It's real shit. I just got home, turned on the computer, saw you.
Saw me and you walked up the block.
Over here.
No doubt.
So I'm gonna holler at you. I
so
just
watch
got off
this.
the flight at 9:34 a.m., my brother.
I believe you. You ain't got to show me the flight, but I see. I believe you, but that's what I'm telling you. It's not here. I'm not here to prove something to the people per se. I'm here to empower people and prepare people for phases that they're gonna go through in their life. Because when
that shit on their own.
Exactly. So, but you know what? When we drive in a car, right? We got a GPS.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
We ask for directions.
But we losing our sense of where we are when we're using the GPS. We losing everything about feel of where we are on Earth.
You ain't that plane that you was on, bruh, right? The pilot is using some type of navigational equipment. He ain't just winging that shit because he natural. And you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So I'm saying at some point or the other, we gotta accept that fact. We do need guidance and we do need someone to help give a little navigation. We don't want to get lost by the navigator, right? We want to get connected.
Navigator, bro.
No
in
doubt.
A sense.
No doubt.
In
You know
a
what?
sense, be a buck. You a navigator in a sense.
I'm a navigator. I agree with you.
So when you leading cats on this road and they following it, and then
you gotta make sure it's 100. I got you.
And they go that way with you.
I'm with it, but at the same rate.
Everybody not as smart as me, cause I could have went that way.
I dig it. So let me tell you this.
I did just a little bit, and I'm a little frustrated because
I'm about to build with you, G. But listen to this. Let me get ready to close out. Give my brother some time to build with him real quick. But I'm about to just go to the family and tell him I'm about to. Huh?
Vegan joint here on not this one, but the next one.
No. We're in the Indian joint. They got vegan meals though in there.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, you gotta.
Talking about over the next block over.
Right here.
Oh, I've never been in this one. Okay,
Yeah, you know, they
used
used to have something on Santa Monica. They used to have something on Santa Monica, and they shut down, so they set it up over here.
Okay.
I never went to the one on Santa Monica, but I always wanted to go. Then
Indian joint up here in Sunset.
They rocking though. They cooking. They rocking. No, the owner and everything now. Yo, listen, family. I'm gonna connect with my good brother over here, get a good build, give a little something time, make this thing happen, because that's how people supposed to be. Respect to my brother for even waiting. Respect to you. You feel what I'm saying? But let me go to the family, say what's up to the Hey, what's up, G?
What's respect, killer?
Hey, what's up, G? I'm on live.
Yes, sir.
Another
Respect
random
to the king
brother.
right here.
Peace to the royalty, young royalty.
Yes,
peace.
my birthday today.
Oh wow, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yes, yes, sir.
Young Empress,
baby.
man.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. Happy birthday.
Appreciate you. Enjoy your time,
give her
man.
that knowledge, man.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I'm my brother. Yeah, you know, I can't go nowhere for so long without people pulling up and saying what's up and saying hi. Oh man, you know it's good. It's all love. Yeah, you know, people just need you to build with them, so it's all love. That's how we gotta do things. Look at these. Look at my daughter pigging out. Look at my daughter pigging out. And my wife always wearing my damn. Talking about you wearing my hat right there. Don't know what I'm talking about. Look at you. Look at her. She going crazy. Come right now. Yeah, I hear y'all freezing, but y'all know where to go. You hit me at the Polight joint. I'm gonna go holler at the guard. get that building. And y'all, don't take it personal if I be busy, man. Sometimes, you know, it just is what it is. But you know, I keep it honest with brothers and sisters. I be busy. Gotta keep it honest. But you know, I give time, man. It's all love. You know, I'm Brooklyn. Brooklyn is everywhere I go. We keep it love. Stay tuned. Stay in peace. We'll follow up maybe this evening and get a real good build on success applications and everything like that, so forth and so on. You heard? I love y'all. Peace. Salute. We get ready to talk to this king right here, and we gonna get it in. Word. Love.